Around the world, key ecosystems that provide us with clean water are increasingly affected by changes in land use and unsustainable agricultural practices. The worsening health of these ecosystems in Bolivia is having a direct impact on the income, health, and well-being of local families, many of which are indigenous families. To reverse this process, we implement forest and water conservation agreements, called Watershared, based on a sense of reciprocity between families that live downstream and those who live at the headwaters of the same watershed. We facilitate the creation of a local water fund supported by contributions from the municipal government and individual water consumers in downstream areas. With those financial contributions, we develop local capacity and then facilitate the signing of conservation agreements that protect forest and water resources in the upstream watershed. Each family that voluntarily signs a conservation agreement commits to remove cattle from water sources and the surrounding forest. In exchange for their commitment, families receive sustainable incentives for income generation and access to water. These incentives come in the form of materials and training for honey production and development of crops that are more resilient in climate change and that require less conversion of forest to cropland. All of this is done while taking care to positively impact the livelihoods of local families. As a result of Watershared implementation, 80% of the investments in conservation are generated locally. Watershared has been tested in 52 municipalities in Bolivia, as well as 30 municipalities in the tropical Andes. To date, more than 10,000 families have signed conservation agreements, resulting in protection of 1.8 million hectares of water-producing forest.